Good morning, viewer. Bendesh here. Yes, the breaking news. Russia's nuclear doctrine is a set of guidelines that the country follows regarding when and how it might use nuclear weapons. These rules help outline the circumstances under which Moscow would consider using its nuclear arsenal. The doctrine showed Russia can use its large nuclear weapons stockpile if it faces any aggression that seriously threatens the country's sovereignty or territorial integrity. On November 19, a new open-ended guideline, a rule of guideline without a fixed and date or clear limitations on its scope, was introduced, following an update approved by President Vladimir Putin just 2 days after the United States declared it would ease restrictions on Ukraine's use of long-range weapons. The earlier version of the doctrine set much stricter conditions for nuclear retaliation, allowing it only if Russia's survival was at risk. The revision clarify and also the clearly referring to Ukraine and its Western allies stated that an attack using conventional missiles, drones or aircraft by a non-nuclear country backed by a nuclear armed nation could justify a nuclear response. The update also extends Russia's nuclear protections to Belarus, meaning Belarus will now be defended under Russia's nuclear policies. For quite some time, hardliners in Moscow have been pushing President Putin to consider lowering the threshold for using nuclear weapons. Their argument is that Russia should respond more aggressively to the military and financial assistance Ukraine is receiving from the West. This support includes advanced weapons such as Storm Shadow missiles from Britain and France, which Ukraine has used to strike important Russian targets such as the Black Sea Fleet's headquarters in Crimea, an area Russia currently occupies. The situation seemed to escalate when President Joe Biden, after months of hesitation, finally approved the use of American ATACMS missiles by Ukraine. These missiles allow Ukraine to target areas deep inside Russian territory. In response, Putin warned that this decision would mean NATO is essentially at war with Russia. After many months of warnings that were not backed up with real action, Russia's new strategy could be seen as another empty threat by Western leaders. Over time, the West has pushed the limits set by Putin and found they could cross these red lines without facing serious repercussions. This makes it seem Russia's threat may not be as strong as they first appeared. Behind this exclusive report.